Good morning, everyone. Bright and early, look at me with my performative eye patches and my sunglasses. Oop, that one's coming off a little. These patches are actually kind of old. They're slightly out of date. I got these from my mom's house. She had them in her fridge. And I stole them from her, but they're slightly out of date, so I want to get some new ones. But I actually don't know if they do anything for like brightening or anything. They probably don't. But I do enjoy the cooling effect when I put them on my skin first thing in the morning, like under my eyes, because I keep them in the fridge. Well, she was keeping them in the fridge, so I put them in the fridge too. And I really enjoy that cooling effect that it has. But anyway, happy Sunday, everyone. I am up bright and early and I'm on a walk. Literally, who am I right now? I've never done this once in my life on a Sunday morning. Typically, if I go for a walk, it's definitely not early in the morning. It's just like a midday walk. But I really wanted to get up, get some steps in first thing before church, because my church doesn't start until 10:45. So that's kind of like a late start to a church service, but it does a lot for a little bit of time in the morning to like get up, have a slow morning. And I feel like I usually don't take advantage of it. I usually just like sleep in until right at when I need to get up to get ready for church. Today is different. I'm up and I'm on my walk. The reason I am up early to walk this morning is because today's March 1st and I really wanted to do a 30-day reset. First of all, my eye patch is still coming off. It feels like it's feeling not very secure. Okay, these eye patches have to go immediately because they're like coming off. I have y'all propped up on some random person's trash can right now because I wanted to kind of explain what I'm gonna be doing this month. So today's March 1st, Sunday, like I already said. Last night I wrote out some rules for the month. So I'm gonna do like a 30-day reset or like a month reset, just because I'm craving like a little bit more discipline in my life, just like with my daily routine and my daily habits. So these are my rules. I'll read them all to you guys. So number one, mindful healthy eating. So I really want to just not be like crazy with it, but also be very aware of like, you know, eating healthy as I can without restricting myself too much. I know sometimes there are gonna be restrictions because I'm eating healthy that month and I'm trying to do like a disciplined month. So like within this month, yes, I am gonna be a little bit more strict with myself, because normally in my life in general, I'm not strict at all with what I eat. So I figured this month I want to do, you know, mindful healthy eating. So I'm just going to try to do my best. Like today's Sunday, my family's probably going to go out to lunch after church, and I doubt the restaurant's going to have any like healthy options, but I'm just going to eat like a little bit of what I can, which brings me to my next point. No overeating / portion control. So in that situation, I would just order like whatever I was gonna order and then just eat like a portion of it instead of eating like the whole plate, because your girl can put some food down. So just no overeating and portion control. And then this one's kind of like a big one, but walk 15,000 steps per day. So I'm gonna attempt to do that, hence why I'm up early this morning trying to walk. 15,000 steps is a lot in a day in my opinion. I think 10,000 steps sometimes I struggle to get, so I'm gonna try to do 15,000. I think I can do it, but on the days that I work are the days that I'm probably gonna be just a little bit more lenient with myself, because 15,000 is a lot to get while I'm working like a 12-hour shift, like 8 to 8:30. I feel like I definitely could get like 10,000 steps, but I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient with myself on the 15,000 for the days that I work. And I put ideally one walk outside per day if able. So instead of walking like all of my 15,000 steps inside, unless it's like raining obviously, but if I'm able to get outside and do a walk like in the morning or in the evening, try to do some of my walk outside rather than just like at the gym or something. And then one 15-minute workout per day in addition to steps. One simple 15-minute workout a day in addition to steps. So I do go on walks occasionally, but I literally never work out. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I like did any sort of workout. That's not ever a part of my routine, and I want to start making it a part of my routine, but I feel like it seems just like super daunting. So I'm gonna start like super easy, like 15 minutes. To be sure, I can set aside 15 minutes to do like a super simple workout, even if it's like, you know, a little arm workout or like a little ab workout or squats, or I don't know, like something. Like follow a YouTube video. If I want to do more than 15 minutes, I will, but I'm just gonna like set a really low goal for myself when it comes to like working out. So yeah, if anyone has any recommendations on like what I should do, or like a YouTuber I should watch to like follow their videos, let me know. Okay, then I have only buying coffee out 1 time per week. So I'm gonna try to make all of my coffees at home, but I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace if, like, you know, my mom wants to get coffee, or Eleanor wants to go get coffee, or I just couldn't make coffee at home that day for whatever reason. Like, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of leeway. So only buying coffee 1 time per week, so that's like saving me money. And then I put get ready every day, even if I'm staying in. So like on the days that I'm off, or the days that I'm just like chilling in the house, cleaning, doing whatever, like kind of get myself ready. So like put a little bit of makeup on, do my hair if I'm not gonna like put anything on my face, or if I'm not gonna like do anything to my hair or face, at least put on like a decently cute, comfy outfit, you know, just like get ready every single day. So there's that. And then, which I usually do that anyway, but that's just holding myself accountable to, like, instead of like putting on a hoodie in the morning, put on something else, you know what I mean? So there's that. And then I have drink 3 hydro flasks a day. I don't know if that's like an appropriate amount of water every day, but I feel like I don't really drink that much water, so I definitely want to drink more water. So I've got 3 on there as my goal. And then I put no unnecessary spending, so just, which I feel like I don't do that anyway, but you know, really just trying to be like, okay, if I don't need something, I'm not gonna get it, which again, I feel like I do that anyway. And then I put daily declutter / cleaning, and I always feel like I do that too, but sometimes my house does get a little bit like chaotic and crazy if I don't feel like putting things away or putting the dishes away or whatever. So that's a goal for myself, to like every single night put the dishes away, fold the laundry, make the bed every morning, like little things like that to like make sure my house stays like pretty decluttered. So yeah, that's all of my rules for my 30-day reset. I just really am craving a little bit more discipline in my life, and none of these things are like super like necessary, but I want to hold myself to a standard for 30 days to like prove to myself that I can be disciplined in these areas of my life. It's not like a 75 hard, but I mean, it kind of is, I guess, with the discipline factor. Like, I'm not proving anything to anyone but myself, so I really want to like do that this month. But also even just like getting up earlier to get my steps on a day that I would never wake up early and like hear the birds chirping and like see the sun, not the sun come up, but like enjoy the morning light and stuff. I feel like it's already kind of making me like have a better day, and I haven't even gotten started yet. So that's the goal for the month. I'm gonna vlog all day today if I can. Sundays are usually a really busy day for me with church and stuff. And also we have a revival tonight at my church, so I'm gonna attempt to vlog all day. And then I think this week I'm gonna do a week in my life, because I have the entire week off this week. So I'm gonna try to really just stay to these rules and, you know, film some videos for you guys. So yeah, let's get to walking. I have just a couple of minutes to put on a little bit of makeup, so I figured I would show you guys what I do like on a daily for makeup. I've pinned my little hairs back because they're gonna be in my face for this, but I do like the most simple makeup ever, and I just figured I would show you guys. I really want to get outside of the box when it comes to makeup, but honestly this works, so I'm just gonna stick to it. But my first step is this Laura Mercier powder. I got this as a like Sephora birthday gift, so it's like a mini one. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but this one's also really good, so it's the one I'm using just because it's the one I have. And I can't open it all the way because it's like coming out everywhere, but I'm just putting a little bit of powder on this brush, and I'm just putting a little powder around my eyes because that is where I get really oily. I don't have any concealer on or anything because I just want to keep the makeup super light, like on a daily. I always like to keep it really, really light. I don't like to feel like I have a ton of stuff on my face. So anyway, I just put powder like in the creases of my eyes and under my eyes, and then I'll bring it down like right there where that little line is by my nose, because I just don't want to be like oily there. And then I'll do a little bit on my forehead right there. So this is like an eyeshadow brush, but I usually just use it for powder. So powder, step one. And step two is blush. I use the Rhode blush in the shade Sleepy Girl. Emma got this for me like not last Christmas, but the Christmas before, and I absolutely love it. Y'all know I'm like a Rhode girl through and through. And then I'm using this little brush that I got actually last week. I used to just use my finger, but I'm really loving using this brush. It makes it go so much faster and it just blends so much easier. So this is the Eco Tools cream blush brush. So yeah, put some on my nose, maybe my cheeks, my nose, and then I'll put a little bit on my eyelids, and then a tiny bit just like right there at the top of my forehead, and just make sure it's really blended. And yeah, blush. And then freckles. This is the best freckle pen. I don't know the brand because it's like rubbed off, but I got this from Amazon. It was like $4. It's in the shade 2, number 202. But I will link it in the description box because this freckle pen in particular is so good and so easy. I'm trying to tone down the freckles because I used to go a little crazy with it, but I do love the look of a few freckles, and I really like this shade because the freckles look really natural in my opinion. And then I just go like up here where I already have like natural freckles, and I just like add a few more. Okay, freckles check. And then mascara. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the shade Carbon Black, but I thought about using like maybe some brown or some burgundy mascara for like the spring and just kind of see like if it creates a different look for me. I don't know, I'm sure it would, like just a bit of a softer look, but I'm gonna just do really light mascara today. Alright, and last but not least, I'm gonna rub off a little bit of my chapstick, but I'm using, I also try to like brush my eyebrows up, but I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium lip liner, and I like to overline slightly like in the middle and then follow my natural lip line. But I really like this particular shade because it's not too pinky. Like the regular Pillow Talk for me feels a little too pinky, so I like the medium, Pillow Talk medium. And then I usually just put on chapstick, but I don't even know where my chapstick is right now. It's here somewhere, but anyway, that's the finished vibe. And I do that every single day. For work, for church, for everything. Unless I'm doing something like, you know, more fancy, I'll add on a little bit more, but this is the daily makeup. And then I might put on like some Rhode lip gloss or just like normal chapstick. Richard has started a project.
I shouldn't have.
We got a grill and as a gift, and he is putting it together. And I feel like there's just like a lot of boxes and not a lot of grill. You know what I mean?
All that stuff is the porch.
Oh.
That's all trash.
Maybe I can save some of these boxes for shells. That's what I'm thinking. Let me show y'all my little OOTD before I change my OOTD for church today. So these jeans are my new obsession. They are from Talbot's. And then the shoes are Jack Roger heels that I've had for years. And the shirt, which I also love, this is from Ivy and Leo, I think, a little boutique in Raleigh. And it's like an olive green color. And I really love it. And then my earrings, the studs are Amazon. These long earrings are like my daily earrings. I actually get a lot of people like noticing and complimenting these earrings. And they're not very like in your face noticeable, but they're from Ring Concierge. And then this, I don't know where this is from, but Emma got me this as a gift for Christmas. So yeah, that's my little church outfit. But let me change so I can help Ricardo. Ricardo Montoya. A fajita for lunch, and we're eating it outside on our little patio. First meal out here on our patio, and then we have to tackle the big grill.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome, babe. So I figured this was a good time to do my little 15-minute workout of the day. I think I'm gonna go to Planet Fitness tonight and walk on a little incline, and yeah, but I have these 3-pound weights. I know this is not much, but I literally never do stuff like this. Like, I don't work out at all ever, and I want to change that obviously, so we're just taking baby steps. But I'm gonna do like a little arm workout. So I'm gonna do these to the side, like 20, and then I'm gonna go to the front 20 times, and then I'm gonna go up 20 times, shoulder press, right? And then I'm gonna go, wait, no, what was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go out this way 20 times, and then a tricep kickback 20 times. Anything else? Any other ideas? Did I say this? I don't know. I'm just winging it, to be honest with you. So anyway, my camera's also about to die, so I might have to swap to my phone. 2, 3, 6. Should I be lifting a heavier weight? Okay, I'm switching to my phone because my camera died. I was thinking, should I do more than 3-pound weights? But honestly, these are kind of, I'm feeling it. I'm low-key feeling it, and I just started. And I lost my count as well. That's got to be 20, right? Okay, now I'm gonna do the front ones. 3, 4. Serve the plate. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put the link to the TikTok that I saw this girl doing this workout in the description, so y'all can do it too. 14, 15, 16. Okay, outfit of the evening. We have revival tonight at my church, and I'm also vlogging on my phone because my camera battery is charging. But anyway, this is the little OOTN outfit of the night. I'm wearing the same jeans that I wore earlier to church. So we love these jeans. They're honestly the best jeans ever. They fit me so well. These shoes I love so much. They're these little loafers. They're Cole Haan loafers. I absolutely love them. They're just like a good transitional shoe. Like, what other shoe would I be wearing with this right now? I genuinely don't even know. And then this little cardigan sweater is from Zia Boutique in Wilmington. I don't know what the actual brand is, but it's a little sweater that I recently got and I love it. So this is the little outfit. And then Richard's family's hanging out tonight, so I'm gonna go over there and eat. Okay, y'all, so it is the end of the night. And I was gonna go to Planet Fitness and walk a little bit more to make my 15,000 steps a day. But I think I'm gonna have to decrease that number to 10,000 because 15 is like a little much. I thought that was gonna be doable, but like, I feel like I've just been walking all day and I'm still not up to 15,000. I mean, I probably could have walked a little more. Maybe for some people 15,000 is doable, but I feel like on a normal day where I'm like working or I'm like hanging out with family and stuff, like, I don't know. How long does it take to get 15,000 steps? Like, how many hours? Probably like 3 hours of just walking. I don't know. Is that doable for y'all, or do y'all think that's a little bit like of a reach? Because I think I'm gonna go down to 10,000 steps and just have, like, you know, an attainable goal. And then if I go over that, then that's just a plus. So I have officially done all of my things for my 30-day reset. I definitely finished my 3 hydro jugs, or whatever these say. It's not a hydro jug. What is this called? Hey, yeah, hydro jug, not a hydro flask. Hydro jug. And I did my 15 minutes of workout. I did my arm workout. Oh, did I tell you that, babe?
What?
I did an arm workout with like my 3-pound weights. So I told them that I'm doing 10,000 steps a day instead of 15. I'm lowering it down. Richard told me to do that because I've gotten over 10,000 steps, but like, I don't know, 15,000 is a little much.
10 sounds like a good number.
Yeah. I've done pretty good eating fairly healthy today. It hasn't been perfect, but like, you know, living life and eating like, you know, better options. So I've done that. I've drank my water. I did my workout. I did an outdoor walk. And what else was on my list? Getting ready. Obviously I went to church, so I did have to do that. And then like picking up and like making sure everything is not cluttered and stuff like that. So yeah. I did good.
I think so.
Yeah, honestly,
good,
was it not unheard of that I woke up at whatever time I woke up to go walking before church?
Yeah, that was miraculous.
I never do that, y'all. Like, I've never done that once in my life.
I saw a ghost.
For real. I told Richard last night, I was like, I'm gonna get up in the morning early and go for a walk. And he was like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. And I did it. Okay. Love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.
Love you.
Bye. Love and respect.